Hey guys, alright, so I was just talking to Susie, or not talking, but texting with Susie, and I told her I was going to do this video real quick. So I was telling her, remember I told you guys about how, like, every once in a while there will be like, I'll be in the bathroom or whatever, and the door gets pushed open, or sometimes it also gets pulled open. We hear like footsteps and like many different like crazy things happen. Well, I was telling her, because she was like, well, why don't you just get the house blessed, because everybody was telling me that. And I'm like, I started realizing what Marina had said about maybe it's me and not where I live, maybe it's just following me. And I just kept thinking about it, and then I just kept like thinking about everything that has happened lately. And hold on, there you go. And I started thinking, and I was like, you know what? I was like, maybe I just need to admit it. If I admit that, yeah, it's something that follows me, then it will go away, or it will like, won't scare me. So I just started like going back and just started thinking of like different things. Well, you guys remember I had a, I was hit by a car when I was little, and back in '95 I was 8 or 9, something like that. And I was in the hospital for many months. I was on life support. I was on a coma and everything like that. Well, me and Susie were texting, and she's like, I want you to record it. And I was like, I'll try to record it. And she goes, you know what? She goes, you know what they say about those that had near-death experiences, or no, what is it? Yeah, near-death experiences have like weird things happening. And I just started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I was like, I think, you know, that kind of explains certain dreams that I've had, you know, in the past. Like, for instance, one huge dream, which the reason why I'm making this video, was back after I got out of the hospital. After I got out of the hospital, and I was at home, and we used to sleep, my mom and dad, basically the house that we grew up in, when you walked in, it was a dining room. It was, I'm trying to remember it. It was the dining room, the living room, a little hallway, the bathroom, my mom's room, a spare room, and then upstairs was our bedrooms. My sister's on one side and me on the other. And then there was like a room type of thing in between. So, this was like right after the doctor okayed me, you know, with my physical therapy and all that, to walk up and down the stairs. My mom and dad let me sleep upstairs. Well, for many nights I had like weird, really vivid dreams, like really crazy dreams. And then one sticks out to me, and I really didn't like, this thing kept playing over and over in my head for many years. I dreamt about a funeral. And at this funeral was different because here, I don't know how it is in every state, but here in Illinois, and I think Texas as well, I can't remember, but basically you go to a funeral home when you have the viewing of the body, you know, the person, your final goodbyes and stuff like that. Well, and this dream was a little bit different. I had gotten there by some sort of truck. From this, you know, I got there, somebody was driving me, but once I got dropped off to the house, they like vanished. And then I had my luggage bags. I had 2 big luggage bags, and then a carry-on, like another carry-on. And I'm like, you know, so I walk up to the, like through a gate, and then kind of like a port type of thing where you park the car. And then I walked into a living room, and it was full of flowers. It was full of seats. There was nobody there at all. It was just full of a bunch of like empty seats, but flowers all the way around. And there was a white casket. And I remember it was a white casket because it was just weird, because I'm used to seeing like, well, you know, I'm not used because I haven't been to very many funerals, but you know, when my cousin passed away from the Marines, his casket had the flag over it, and then other ones have like black, or you know, different colors, and white that just kind of stuck out to me. Well, as I'm passing the casket, I happened to look in, and there was nobody there. So I ended up bypassing, there was one bedroom, going through the kitchen, and then there was another bedroom. I ended up going there, putting my luggage down, and then going back to the casket and just staring at it. Now, the weirdest thing about that, and now this is at a home, at a house, okay? The weirdest thing about that is some of you guys know my brother-in-law passed away last year in February 8th. I never seen my husband's house because the wake was held at my husband's house in the rancho in Mexico. They do that in the house. So when I got there, I got dropped off. Well, I didn't get dropped off. It was like they picked me up at the airport. They took me to my husband's house where my in-laws are living. We're parked off to the side of the house, and we were in a Bronco. It was a brown Bronco, and it was my husband's sister, my husband's youngest brother, one of my husband's younger brother, his girlfriend, my sister-in-law's husband, their son, and like an uncle, and then like 2 cousins or something. So it was a lot of people. I mean, we packed that car, or that Bronco. Well, when we got there, I had my luggage and everything like that, and I didn't have to carry anything in, just my carry-on. My brother-in-law and my cuncuño, which is my husband's brother-in-law, had taken in the 2 big ones, and I came in after them. Well, when I walk in, I came in before them. Yeah, I came in before them because I don't know why. Yeah, I did come in before them. Because when I walked in, there, lo and behold, it was the casket with the flowers all around it. And then there was a bunch of chairs. And this time, there was a bunch of people. There are people that I never met in my lifetime. The only person that I met from Mexico was my husband's brother-in-law, because he lived with us. He came here and he lived with us for 2 years or something like that. And then he went back. So, yeah. As I'm passing, I look in, and it was my brother-in-law and everything like that. So I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have like dreams now and start remembering how because he was in a car accident, so I'm gonna end up starting remembering how his face was and everything. But anyways, I'll light a candle for him later on after the video. But I went to the room, left the luggage there, and I didn't know. I've never been in that house, so I was in front of everybody, and I had went and I taken the luggage and my carry-on, and I set it down on the bed, and then my brother-in-law and them came and they set it down. But like, I didn't know. Nobody was telling me where to go. I just knew where I needed to go. It was just weird. And then I met my mother-in-law, I met my father-in-law, and then I met the grandmas, both grandmas. And then went back up to the casket, just like my dream years ago, and talked with my brother-in-law and prayed to him and cried so much. It was just crazy, because now thinking, at his funeral, when I walked in, I had this feeling like I knew where I was, and I was home, basically. So it was just weird to never be in that house ever in my life. Like, that was the first time I ever met my in-laws. It was the first time I ever been in my husband's house. Because when he was living here, or when he got here, he was working and stuff like that, and then he sent money to make his house. So I mean, I've never been there. I've never seen video of the house. I've seen pictures of my mother-in-law and father-in-law just in the living room, and that's just against the one wall where the TV's at. That's it. Like, I didn't see anything else. So it was just crazy that I knew that. And I remember exactly the first feeling as getting in there was, I've been here before and I feel like home. Well, when I had explained the dream to my grandma, like after coming back, because I was there for a month and my husband stayed, I never told them that I dreamt about it or anything like that. I think later I did, but I've never told them before that day, or even when I was in Mexico, because he was by himself. Him and his brother were by themselves, so I didn't want to worry them. And I told my grandma when I got back, the day that I got back, and she goes, you know what? She goes, ¿Sabes qué, mijita? And she was like, you don't, mainly you had that dream, but the reason why you didn't see people is because el muerte todavía, it didn't pick its person, so death didn't pick the person yet, so that's why. So that in a nutshell, I guess I hope that helped you, Susie. So if you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, that is crazy. I've had dreams like that. I've had dreams. Let's see. It was my second miscarriage. I had a dream, vaguely kind of the same. I don't remember the dream of the miscarriage, but I had it before I even met my husband. Right before I met my husband, I had a dream that I was in the hospital hemorrhaging, and they had to hurry up and put me under to do some surgery or something. And then I came out, and I was alone. But this time, you know, in real life, I wake up and my husband's there. Well, that time I was alone. I was starting to throw up and everything like that, and then no nurses were coming or anything like that. And after a few minutes of me just covered in vomit, and you know, I can't move because I'm barely like waking up off anesthesia, they come in, and my mom and dad and my husband walk in and they clean me up. But it was just weird because like I have dreams like that. Like I had a dream about my brother-in-law, my uncle that passed away. I had a dream about his funeral way back when. So it's just like weird things here and there. And when people start talking about weddings, that's what freaks me out, because right before my brother-in-law passed away, we had a dream of a wedding. And you know, they say it's because of new beginnings and all that, but to me, I associate it with death. Every time I have a dream of a funeral or dream of a wedding, a funeral soon follows. So it's just crazy. So I hope you guys still don't think that I'm really crazy, but just wanted to let you guys know, or you know, Susie clear it up, because that was gonna be a long text message. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later.